What?
Welcome back to Timoteo TV, and we're going to start back with the second half of the Week 4 predictions. And we're going to start again with Timoteo's best, Chris Lahr.
Yeah, so here we are, the Packers and the Raiders. This has been a rival since the Packers entered the league about 5 years ago, something like that. The Packers, they got their first win, all right? They're no longer at the bottom. And actually what's interesting about our league is 7 of the teams are 1-2 or less, right? Wow. And so 17. So it looks like you could get 3 wins this year and get into the playoffs if it keeps going the way it's going. I mean, the teams are battling, it's close, and the matchups are great this year. The Packers and the Raiders, the Packers just aren't at the same level that they've been historically. I think they're struggling still to find some of the identity. Still, there's a lot of new players trying to find. They're still rebuilding. I still think they can get to that 3-win mark, but I don't think it's going to come this week. I think the Raiders are just playing at a different level. They're playing good. I think the Raiders win this one 32-25.
I think this is going to be an old-fashioned game like the old Timoteo, where it's a close game and defense will dictate this game. You know, and I have the Packers pulling this one off 20-18, right? The reason is that Rob's defense will actually be tested this week against the Packers offense, who seems to be getting together. You know, they what's his name again? Quad. Yeah. Quad is playing really well. I heard he's been at every practice and getting it together. And Rob's defense, he had to make a couple changes because their safety torn his ACL, I heard. And, you know, they weren't really tested against the Lions last week, you know, because Mar and the other kid, you know, had to find some type of connection. But this week they will be tested against the Packers.
I want to make this perfectly clear.
Well, that's a pretty good way to start. We want to make it clear.
Listen, I do not like Rob. Yeah. All right? Me and Rob do not get along. For that, I don't like the Raiders neither. All right? This is, if, you know, you want to go right, say Eagles are a rival. I hate the Raiders.
Is that why you're wearing gray and black?
Yeah, I'm going with Leo's technique this week. I hate the Raiders. I hate Rob. I hate Josh. I hate Lou. I hate all of them over there. All right? This is going to be they're a good team, though. All right? Even as much as I don't like them, they're a good team. All right? But this is personal this week. This is where we can make a statement, again, back to the league and get back to Packer ball this week. Wow. This is where we do it. We got Quad versus Josh at quarterback. Josh, you want to give him the advantage. Quad's a better quarterback than him. You'll see it this week. All right? Then you got my fat boy versus their fat boy. Allen versus Big John.
Oh, Allen's better, hands down.
Hands down. He's way better.
Down.
Big John is a thug. Big John is a thug. That's all he is. He's a thug. All right? He got Moss this week. I hope everybody sees it on the replay. And then you got Lou. He ain't getting the ball anyway. He's one of the most laziest players that I know. Versus Khalil. Come on, listen. This week, the Packers turn it around, and the Packers will win this game. It'll be close. 36-35. This is where we come back and be a contender this week. You watch.
Wow. That was some pretty passionate prediction by the guru of defense in Timoteo, Buddy Ryan Martinez. So let's go back to the 4 o'clock games where we have the Eagles and the 49ers.
Right, the Eagles, I think, are living in fantasy land, right? They're living in illusion. Right now, they're undefeated. They think they're on top of the world, one of the best. They're the top of the power rankings, but they've been playing all Fugazi teams. And this week, they meet their first real test as they play the 49ers, who are top in the league with 22 TDs. I think this is the year of the Felix, right? He is playing out of his mind. We have some great quarterbacks in this league, top to bottom, and he's playing better than all of them. Yes. I mean, it's mind-blowing to me. I don't see how in the world the Eagles, they're not tested yet. They'll be tested this week, but it's not going to be a test for long because the 49ers are going to spank them 49-26.
Yeah, you know, I could agree with Chris. You know, Felix is playing on another level. You know, I don't think the Eagles will be able to keep up with him. The kid, I think he's leading the MVP race right now.
Oh, no doubt.
Like,
He's been MVP twice so far.
Yes.
So week 2 and 3.
Yes. By a margin right there. Like, the guy behind him is, like, way behind. So, you know, Felix, you know, he would sit there and expose the Eagles this week. And, you know, they will win 38-21 big because, you know, Felix is not playing.
That's right. I mean, in this game, the Eagles haven't been tested. And the 49ers, out of all their possessions this year, they haven't scored in only 3. There's been 3 times that they haven't scored with their ones in there. So their offense has just been phenomenal. You know what I mean? And I thought, you know, I'm like, when we played them, you know, and then they just keep doing it every week. You know what I mean? So Felix, you know, he's playing out of his mind right now. Brian, he's a rookie. I think Felix is going to put on the show, show him what it is to be a real quarterback in this league. Brian's living off the talent of his receivers, and this week is going to be where Brian can prove that he's a real quarterback in this league. Then you have Jalil versus Crash over the middle. Jalil loves to attack the middle, goes for the touchdown. Crash has to step up. If he can stop that, then I think the Eagles might get blown out in this game. And then you also have Little Wesley versus George and Freddie in the middle. So in this game, I mean, the 49ers are just playing at a whole nother level. Eagles are playing good. I still think the Eagles probably haven't reached their peak yet. The 49ers are playing at the best football right now after that loss they had to the Cowboys. And I got the 49ers winning this game 42-36. Their offense cannot be stopped.
Wow. Well, I guess we all agree that the Eagles are overachieving this year because
Yes.
no one expected the Eagles to be 3-0.
I did with their garbage talent. I mean, the people they're playing. They have the softest
Right.
schedule
They
in
started off
the
with the
league.
softest schedule in the league,
It's unbelievable.
and now they're showing it by playing teams and blowing them out. And you're right, this is their test. So let's go to the next 4 o'clock game for the Vikings and the Colts.
The Vikings and the Colts. How big of a win was that for the Vikes this week? I mean, that could have been the game they needed to get into the playoffs. The Colts, man, I don't know what's happened. I mean, they just, we talked about they having a soft defense, but it looked like their offense kind of was pillow-like last week as well. So I'm not sure what offense or defense is going to show up this week. I think this is a winnable game for the Colts. I think they can beat the Vikings, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Vikings are disciplined. They're going to ride this little wave that they're on right now, and they're going to beat the Colts 24-12.
Yeah, I got the Vikings winning this one 31-13. This Moses, he looks like a one out there. You know what he did too? He looks like a one out there. Hands down, he's rookie of the year this year as well. The kid he's playing great. He's phenomenal. 31-13, like I said, Vikings come out on top.
Yeah, Moses, a.k.a. Diego, I'm gonna have to call him Moses now because he came through against the Panthers and he came from behind and won. He's a real quarterback in this league. At first, I thought he was a joke. Hector putting his little cousin out there to play, but he's a legitimate quarterback in this league.
You said nepotism was involved with that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's his little nephew. That's the only reason why he's playing. But he's producing now. Also, I mean, the Vikings made a change this week. They added a safety, moved Pedro to corner, more of a natural position, and their defense came up and stifled Randall and the Panthers. I believe, maybe Burlacker probably would have done a better job this last week against the Vikings defense, but we'll never know. But the Colts, on the other hand, right now they're playing lousy, sloppy football. They need to rally with each other. I mean, if they can all play like Raheem did, getting hurt. And coming back, you know what I mean? He did not want to miss the rest of that game. They come back and score with a big gash in his head. If they can play with that kind of attitude, they can win this game. And I think they have the talent to do so. And I just think the Vikings are a better team, but I just feel like the Vikings are going to sleepwalk through this game, and the Colts are going to upset them at the end, and they're going to win this game 25-22.
Wow.
That's
bold.
Those were excellent predictions for Week 4. Again, gentlemen, we got Timoteo's best. And that's going to do it for this week in Timoteo TV. The competition is at Scanlon every Saturday.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, I just want to tell you guys that I am leading this in the predictions. I am on top. Chris, buddy, you need to catch up.
The
Get your
road to the
predictions
Urban
right.
Bowl begins and ends at Scanlon. And don't forget your verse, gentlemen. Genesis 17:7. This is my contract with you. I will always be your God. See you Saturday.
I don't know.